Traders in the building, what is good? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. So on today's video, guys, I'll be analyzing for you Eurusd, Gbpusd, Gbpjpy, Audusd, and USDCAD. So with that being said, let us just get straight into it. So in front of us, we do have Eurusd, and I'm currently bullish on this market. Now the reason for this is because, as you can tell, the current candlestick, this monthly candlestick, has closed above this area of support, which has been a very strong area of support for a very long time. As you can tell over here, supported here again, also around this area over here, and again it seems as if the market has respected that area of support, hence my bullish bias. Not only that, my second reason is because this market was trending down. As you can tell, we did have a bearish trend over here. In fact, it was a bearish channel. However, the market, it does seem like it has significantly broken out, came back for a retest. This now seems like a retest, and maybe from here the market is just going to continue going to the upside. Now the way you can trade this market is you need to go to a smaller time frame. For this one, I'm just going to go straight on a daily time frame. What I want to do over there is to identify areas of interest which I could potentially buy or sell from. This could be anything for anybody else. For you, maybe it could be double bottom patterns. For you, it could be breakout patterns. For me, it's break and retest patterns, right? So as you can tell over here, there was a very strong area of support. I look at it first time, second time over there, third time, and again it does seem like the market has respected this area over here, because last week I thought the market was going to continue down because of this price section over here. As you can see, the market came all the way down, created a resistance, broke the resistance, and so from there I was like, maybe because it has broken below this support over there, the market is going to continue going down. However, as you can tell, the market ended up coming back inside this range. So because of that move over there, my bias now has changed. I am bullish on this market. So for the week that is coming, I'm looking at two areas of interest. This is the area of resistance that I'm looking at, and there's support. So what I'm expecting is, should the market open next week and come back to this area of support, this would for me is a good area where I can start to anticipate buyers to the upside. And hopefully if the market, or maybe if the market could end up maybe breaking above this area of resistance, this is again another area of interest which I'm looking at, where I could potentially wait for a retest before I can anticipate those buys to the upside. And pretty much that is all I see on this market. The second instrument of the day, this is Gbpusd. I'm also bullish on this market. The reason for this is because, as you can tell, the market is currently trending outside of this bearish trend. So the market was bearish, however eventually the market broke out of that bearish trend, and at the moment the market is moving up. Not only that, we do also have a very strong area of support over here. As you can tell, first time over there, second time, at that time, and again around this area over here, the market supported again for the fourth time, fifth time, and now the market is moving up, right? So now, not only that, as you zoom in like this, you will see that there's also an uptrend that has formed. Let me do like this. So my focus here is the monthly candlestick that we currently have over here, right? So as you can tell, the market has closed now because tomorrow it's Monday, which means it's the 1st of December. So this candlestick has closed officially, and as you can tell, it didn't close below this bullish trend as I thought it would last week. So hence now my bias is changing. So if you go to the weekly time frame like this, you will clearly see that trend line, that the market we do have a first touch over here, a second touch, a third touch over here, and now the market did try to break out. As you can see, the week before last, the market ended up breaking below. Hence, I thought the market was going to continue coming down. However, last week we saw that the market reclaimed this area over here, came back inside the range, came back above the trend line. Hence, now I am bullish on this market. So the way you can trade this market is go to the smaller time frame. For this one, let's go to the daily time frame. I have already identified two areas of interest. I have identified this high over here, and this low as my two potential areas where I could buy from. Looking at the market last week, the market came all the way down. Not even last week, by the way, just a few days back, came down, created an area of support, broke that area of support, which then I expected the market was going to come here, respect it as a resistance, and continue going down. However, we saw that last week Thursday, the market, last week Wednesday, by the way, the market came back inside this range. Not only that, we ended closing above this range on Friday. So this for me is a sign of bullishness. So what I'm expecting is, now that we are above this area of support, I do expect that maybe the market, as soon as we open it, might want to come back for retracement to retest this area of resistance over here, which now is 10 support, and from there, this is where you can expect or anticipate bullishness to buyers to come in. However, if the market ends up coming back inside this range over here, should it behave in that manner, then we're going to look at this area of support as an area where potentially the market could come back to for us to take those buys, and this would look like an inverted head and shoulder pattern. But apart from that, that's all I see on this market. Let's move on to another instrument, and this is Gbpjpy. Let's go to the higher time frame. Gbpjpy, I am bearish currently on this market, and the reason for this is because we just come from a counter trend. As you can tell, we did have a first touch over there, second touch, a third touch, and now currently we are getting our reaction from that area over there. Not only that, as you zoom in like this, you will see that there was a high that was created in the past over here around 2014-15. There was a high created over there, and this year we did come above this area over there, right? We went above that area, and my expectation was, now that we have broken above a resistance, we should expect a market to come back to retest this area and continue up. However, instead of that, if the market behaving in that way, it ended up coming back inside this area over here, which for me is a sign of weakness and a sign of bearishness. So currently right now, this is why I am bearish on this market. Now the way you can trade this market is you need to go to a smaller time frame, which for this one I'm just gonna go straight on the daily time frame, and over there you will see that not only are we below an area of support, rather an area of resistance, we also broke below this bullish trend which had formed over here. As you can tell, first touch over there, second touch, many touches in fact, as you can tell, and then the market eventually broke below that trend, and currently right now the market retested that area and dropped from there. So now as you zoom in like this, I have two areas of interest that I have identified. I just did not highlight this one. Let me do like this. I have an area of support over here. I'm looking at this area of support over here and this area of resistance as my two most interesting areas where I could potentially sell this market from. So what I'm expecting is, should we open next week and the market continues all the way down, breaking this area of support, then I will then expect or anticipate the market to give me a retest, and this is a good area for me to then start to look for sales. However, let's say now the market instead, it respects this support over here, and then the market starts to push all the way up to the upside. By the way, if it does that, I'm going to take those buys short term to the upside. As soon as we reach this area of resistance over here, then I'll close my positions and start looking for sales all the way to the downside. And basically, that is what I'm looking for on this market. I am bearish. And yeah, man, there's really nothing else suggesting that this market is bullish for me, at least at this moment. And my target for this market overall is that the market has the potential to continue all the way to the support over here. Apart from that, yeah, that's all I see. And then moving on to another instrument of the day, this is AUD/USD. AUD/USD, I really don't have a sentiment as of yet, and I will explain why. But if you look at it long term, this market is bullish, right? The reason for this, I say the market is bullish, is because we have a very strong area of support over here. As you can tell, anytime the market came there, it bought, and anytime the market came there, it bought, came there again, it bought. And then of course, as you can see, the market now created a range exactly around that area of support, suggesting that this area over here is a very strong area of support. However, that is really not much interesting for me. What I'm looking at is, if you go to a smaller time frame, let's start on the weekly time frame for this one, right? As we go on the weekly time frame like that, we have a very strong by the way, before that, on this weekly time frame, there is a trend that I didn't draw, which I think maybe it's only fair that I do so. Let me draw this trend so that you can see why now all of a sudden I do expect the market to continue going up. So as you can see, we did have a first touch over there, a second touch over there, third touch, and a fourth touch around the same area. Then the market broke out, came back for a clean retest, and then the market started to push up. However, the market didn't push up impulsively, it started to range around that area over there. So as we know that the market currently right now, we are at a very strong area of support, as you can see. So there's an area where the market broke out and then came back to find support exactly around this area over here, and again over here there was a support, and currently right now the market is failing to break below this area over there. So this for me is a sign of bullishness. However, I'm not immediately going to look for buys as soon as the market opens. What I'm gonna do in fact is that I'm going to wait on the daily time frame to observe how price is going to respect, or rather react, around this range that I have identified over here. I did see that the market created a strong area of support, which last week it came and supported again. And again, as you can see, resistance over there, resistance over there. This, by the way, is a daily time frame. So it means the market for a few days or few weeks, I think it has been 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, that the market has been caught up in between this area over here. So now I'm not going to trade this market until I either get a break out of this resistance over here, and if I get the break out of that resistance, then of course I'll be expecting the market to give me a retracement, and this is a good area for me then to take those buys to the upside. However, assuming that the market ends up then breaking below this trend over here, if it does end up breaking below this support, then I'm just going to anticipate a retracement over here, then I'll sell this market exactly back to the support, and then maybe from there I'll start to anticipate my buys to the upside. Apart from that, this market for me at the moment, I don't really have a bias. I'm just going to have to wait and see how price ends up breaking above or below this range over there. Moving on to USDCAD, and I'm closing with this one. USDCAD, also I don't have a bias on this one. Let's go to the higher time frame and I will explain why. So USDCAD, as you can tell, this market is indeed bullish, right? The market is moving up, higher highs and higher lows. The market is moving up, and then the market created a very strong area of resistance over here. As you can see, the market came back to retest that area, couldn't break above, and then the market started to create a range around that area over there, suggesting that this area of resistance is a very strong area to watch out for. However, if you go to the smaller time frame, maybe to the weekly time frame over there, you will notice that the market on that range that it created, it did end up breaking above. So as you can see, resistance over there, resistance, then the market ended up breaking above that resistance. So my expectation was this market is going to give a retracement and then continue going up. However, the way that the market behaved last week, I'm really not so convinced anymore. As you can see with that candlestick over there, we did have buyers coming in early on the week. I think it was on Monday. The market pushed up. However, you can see that it retraced all of that move, almost all of that move, by the way, and then ended up closing back inside this range. So for me now, I do see that the market has created a range around that area over there. So I'm going to have to wait and observe how price behaves. Let me delete this thing over here. So as you can see, the market has created a range over here. So you can see the daily time frame, the market reaches that area, drops, reaches this area, it buys, and then again came here and then it dropped. So for me, again, I'm not really interested in here. By the way, if you're a scalper, you can buy here, sell there, buy here, sell there. But for me, what I'm gonna do just to be safe, I'm going to wait for a breakout. Either the market gives me a break above, and if it gives me a break above, then this market is bullish. But if the market gives me a break below this area over here, then this market is bearish. Until then, I'm just gonna have to wait and see how this market moves, because even the upward trend line that we had over there, as you can see, we did have a bullish trend over here. Instead, the market now has broken out of that trend. So for me, it's really not a safe area for me to say either buy or sell. I'm just gonna say for you guys, or rather for myself, I am going to wait and see how price behaves. And if you're watching up to this far, thank you so much for the love and support. It means also, by the way, you're finding value from this content. Do consider to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It does encourage me. And that being said, thank you guys for watching. I love you so much. I'll see you next week, same time, same place, and I am out.